Namaskar. Welcome to the next session of Establish a Healthy Foundation. Today we are going to do two asanas. They are Camel Pose, Ustrasana. Ustrasana is quite different from the normal Ustrasana that you know. And the other one is Shalabhasana, Locust Pose. So let's do some warm-up before we do the two asanas today. Okay. Let's get into the front pose. And then go into the child's pose from here. Reach out. Going to do a little bit of slightly different. You're gonna breathe in and bring your neck down, and as you breathe out, you're gonna look up. So it's just the opposite of what you may be used to in the cat-cow or this kind of variation pose. You're breathing out, looking up. You're breathing in, looking down. Up. In. Up, exhaling from your pelvic, from your navel, below the navel. And inhaling, looking down. One more time, exhaling, looking up. And then going to all fours. Go into your toes, go to downward facing dog. Just stretch the calf muscles a little bit. Let's go for a walk. Stretching the right one side, can be any side, right? Maybe. And the left. And again, right. And left. Go to plank. Knee down. Chin, chest. Going to upward facing. Tuck your toes to downward facing. Then bring your right foot, space between the palms, go down, push up, bring your right arm up, just have a little twist, back to center, change side, left, down, lift your left arm up, have a little twist, center, and bring the left leg back into downward dog. Lift the right leg up, swing, stretching. Again, one more time. Swing and swing that right leg up. Resting, now change left, swing, Twist to the left. And just swing the left leg up. Go into downward dog. Knees. Go into child's pose from here. Space between the eyebrows, come to sitting. Sitting, you're gonna just go forward. Doesn't matter, you don't have to go so low. You can see whichever is comfortable for you. And then coming up a little bit, lifting one of the leg up. Engage the muscle on the above the knee. Is lifting just a little bit. It doesn't go up very much, and relax. And then the other side. See which one is easier than the other. Sometimes it's one side is easier than the other, very little. And relax. Lifting up, and the knees, and going down. Stand, coming up upright. Place your palms behind. Bend the knees. Trying to stretch the chest forward. Engage the abs. Lifting left leg. Resting right leg. Resting. Pushing yourself up with your arms. Again, then go into left leg stretch. Be careful with the knee. You're not locking the knee. Use the muscle above the knee or around the knee. Upper part of the leg and the other leg. Lower the arms. Again, one more time. Slightly higher this time. Side. Lower the legs down. Bring it nearer. Change. Release. Straighten legs. Go on your back. Go on your elbows. A little bit of plank. Down, bend the knees, extend your arms. Let's go into one side. Just a little twist. Releasing a lot of tension. Massaging your chest. Center, back to the other side. And then the other side. and back to center. Good job, pose. And come to sitting. We're gonna get back to lie down. These two poses are done in the lying down position. So we're going to assume the supine position before we get into the two poses. Ustrasana, camel pose. Yes, it's not a sitting pose. Just allow yourself to completely let go before we do the poses. Turn the head side to side. So you're comfortable. Next inhalation, get ready. Ustrasana or camel pose is done lying down, and it's quite simple. It's just keep the legs together, palms are all by the side of the body, quite close. It's in a way sort of pushing the floor to the floor, so it helps to lift up the legs, but you're not really pushing. You're just simply lifting up the legs. The legs is about 30 degrees off the floor, but also it varies for people because sometimes it may be quite hard to keep it at 30 degrees. Sometimes I lift the legs up so that it's easier for me to get into the 30 degrees position of the floor. It may be easier. Or you could just start from lying down, lifting the legs all the way 30 degrees off the floor. Now this is generally 45 degrees. This is 60 and this is 90. 90, 60, 45. This is about 30. So generally you want it about this height. It can be quite hard, so you may need to bend the knees slightly, take the pressure off the back and the knees, or if you have very strong abs and knee muscles, you may just keep straight. We usually stay up to 30 seconds. You see the muscles of the inner thighs also started to work, abdominal muscles, even the neck and the spine, and then slowly lower the legs down. And you might want to do one by one, or knees are bent, so it takes the pressure or the pain off the lower back. There should be slight effort, of course. There should be some effort to lift the legs up, but if it's really causing a lot of impingement or strain, then bend the knees as much as you need to, or adjust the position where it's more comfortable for you. Ustrasana is very beneficial for lower chakras as well. So let's try again. Lift the legs 30 degrees off the floor. If you find it difficult, lower the legs down or bend the knees. And slowly bend the knees to go down. Lower the heel if it's easier for you. If it's not, you can just continue lowering the legs. You want to bend the knees to take the pressure off the lower back. It can be quite trying even for the inner thighs. Sometimes I do with a block and lift up the legs. It may be easier for some. It helps. You can try with the block between the legs. Let's try the next round. You bring the knees and the heels down, or slowly lower the legs all the way. It's harder with that method. It's quite straining on the lower back. That's why you need to watch. If you have injury or acute inflammation of the lower back, even the neck area, any part of the spine, you may not want to do this pose. You could counter effect with just breathing out, bringing the knees to the chest, and release. We'll do one more round. Legs together. You can reduce the duration. Instead of 30 seconds, you do less. You could start with 30 and reduce it. You could start low and increase it. But generally, that's the duration. Again, breathing in and lifting up. Your breath is normal. You're not retaining or suspending your breath. And slowly lower the legs down. Like I said, you may bend the knees to take the pressure off the back. Just go into Shavasana. The pose is like Ustrasana, like camel, retaining the water in the hump that they have on the back. So when you're doing this pose, you're holding this pose, making the body strong, strong muscles and joints, and also especially the lower chakras. The pose is useful for condition of leucorrhea, women's problem. It may be very useful for that. It strengthens conditions of lower chakras, like urinary tract, and also that strengthening, overcoming incontinence, especially in kids and children. Bend the knees. Let's roll to one side. And I want to invite you to come to sitting first a little bit. Incontinence also in adults, actually, is very useful. Okay, let's do the next pose. The next pose is Shalabhasana, Locust Pose. Locust is also is energizing. It's strengthening the body, it's strengthening the spine, strengthening your heart. But if you have a weak heart condition, you should abstain from it, depending how much you can take, because it can be very taxing on the heart when you do it, because you're lifting your legs up. High blood pressure, you have to see, in some conditions it can be very trying, but otherwise it's fine. This is rejuvenating. It's very good for lethargic, those who are tired and all that. Let's go in the front. I'm going to ask you to bend your knees a little bit first, just to get into the feeling of how to do the pose, because it can be straining on the lower back. You can also strengthen the lower back. Sometimes doing cobra pose can help prepare the body for this pose. The arms, now in Shalabhasana, the arms are again by the side of the body, but I'm going to put it just under my body so that I can lift up the legs easily. So preparation is needed, because otherwise you can get very stiff and hard to lift both legs up. So get ready. Make a feast. When you're making a feast, you're pulling this, the extra pull gives you the extra help to lift both legs up. And lower. You want to relax for a while before you do the next round. And this side maybe. It's quite a challenge for the heart. It gives your heart a workout. It's like running around. So we want to take a break first before you go to the next one. Let's do again. Make a feast. And lower the legs down. Again. Now you have to also pay attention to the knees, because especially if you have dodgy knees and all that, you might strain. Just make sure that because the muscle of the back is used to lift up the legs, your hamstrings, your calf muscles. So it can be very straining. So you may not need to stay for 30 seconds. You can stay for less than that. What helps you to get into the position is the breath. Rather, you breathe out and you lift, and that feast, making it pulling the arms down, helps to remain in that elevated positions of your legs, elevated legs. So let's try again. If your knee is if you're problematic with the knees, you can put something under the knee to help. And in some cases, it might be easier in some cases if you can do it easily. So just put this two blocks, or even a blanket just over the thigh. It helps to lift up, because you want the lift from the thigh. It can be quite straining on the back of the leg, so you have to see. You could just stay in this position for a while. Good. Get closer so you can put the arms and lift. And rest. Just another option if lifting the legs can be quite difficult. Otherwise, you don't have to try so hard. All you can do is have the legs lifted slightly. Just slightly raised. And lower the legs. You may want to go into child's pose just to counter effect this pose. Or in some cases, you may want to go into downward dog. Exhaling from the belly and go into child's pose. Let's go into Shalabhasana for a minute. And roll to one side, maybe to the right side or to the side where your breath is predominant. Hands, knee bend. Come to the sitting. So the last pose was Shalabhasana. Shalabhasana is quite energizing. The name is cricket, or rather locust. So it gives you a lot of energy. It removes your lethargy. And be careful for those who have heart problem. It can give you really big pumping to the heart. So watch it if you have those conditions. Be wary when you do the pose. Of course, other conditions, if you have knee issues or spinal inflammation, please be wary. And also even in your wrists or in your shoulders, it can be very straining, even on the neck. So please continue with other asanas, and then finish with massage and shavasana to continue. All right, so see you. Namaskar.